What is your problem? Don't be ridiculous. I just don't like the idea of someone copying my act. What? But you're a copy of me! Come on now, think about it. If I was a copy, why would I kick my own butt?
Warning. This video contains spoilers to potentially leaked information about Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. Hey guys, Prof. Squeaky here, back with another video to talk about Pit's dark doppelganger, Dark Pit. Dark Pit was seen in leaked screenshots along with characters such as Shulk, Dr. Mario, Bowser Jr., and Duck Hunt. In the roster, Dark Pit was placed next to Lucina and Dr. Mario. Assumably, he's in the clone section of the roster and is a clone of Pit. However, I think there are a lot of possibilities to make Dark Pit unique. So you may wonder, how could Pit and Pitu be any different? After all, they have the same exact body types and presumably strength. Hey, they even have the same voice actor. Well, it is true, Pit and Pitui both have access to the tons of weapons available to choose from in Kid Icarus, but I'm going to look at some natural abilities before I jump on that bandwagon. Dark Pit's main difference from Pit, besides his personality and color, is that he can fly for as long as he wants. Pit can fly for only 5 minutes at a time when given the power of flight by Palutena. This could be translated to Dark Pit in Smash Bros. By giving him a higher jump height or a better recovery, possibly one that can be redirected unlike Pit's, which makes him travel in a straight line. Next, Dark Pit primarily uses the Silver Bow as a weapon. If you know Pit's appearance in Smash Bros. But you haven't played Kid Icarus, this weapon may look very similar to the bow Pit uses, the Palutena bow. The qualities of this weapon may decide some of Dark Pit's attributes. However, the ones that exist are a bit contradicting. According to the idle description of the Silver Bow, it's a prototype of the Palutena bow, meaning Dark Pit could be less powerful than Pit. Despite this, stat-wise, the Silver Bow actually does more damage overall. Another crucial difference between the weapons is that while the Palutena bow does more damage the farther shots travel, the Silver Bow's shots become weaker the farther they travel. This could be translated in Smash Bros. With Dark Pit doing more damage up close than Pit can. So moving on, it's evident that Pit and Dark Pit both can use the plethora of weapons available in the game. In Chapter 6, Pit faces off against Dark Pit for the first time, where Dark Pit makes use of many weapons. These include the First Blade, Easy Cannon, Violet Palm, Ogre Club, Dark Pit Staff, and of course, the Silver Bow. I think it would make sense to limit Dark Pit's attacks to these, at least for simplicity's sake. For a new neutral special, I mentioned that Dark Pit's Silver Bow is only a prototype, so maybe he'd resort to using a different weapon. I'm thinking a new neutral special could be the Dark Pit Staff, which would be a quick, long-range projectile with a long startup that does massive damage from long range. This would mimic a staff's ability to work as a sniping weapon in Kid Icarus. For a new side special instead of Pit's upper dash arm, Dark Pit could dash forward with the Ogre Club, spinning along with it on the ground like the sideways dash continuous fire attack that all clubs have. I'm not sure it would give super armor like the upper dash arm, but I bet it would knock opponents horizontally instead of vertically. For a new down special, Dark Pit doesn't really have anything in the way of a defensive weapon like Pit and the Guardian Orbitars, so instead I came up with a unique idea. Dark Pit could whip out the Easy Cannon and could shoot a slow-moving round while dashing backwards. This would mimic performing a backwards dash charge shot in Kid Icarus, and could be used for spacing both with the dash and the projectile. The shot itself would be slow-moving but would bounce along the ground before exploding in the air like most cannons allow in Kid Icarus. As for a final smash, it wouldn't make sense for Dark Pit to also use the 3 sacred treasures. A funny idea I had is that he could use the face kick he uses to finish off the Underworld Gatekeeper in Chapter 9 of Uprising, which seems unlikely, but maybe that could be a new down aerial. Anyway, I'm thinking his final smash could make full use of his infinite flight ability. He could fly into the air and shoot down onto the stage, sort of like Diddy Kong's Rocket Barrel Barrage in Brawl, but maybe without explosive rounds and with a bit more control. Alternatively, he could use his bow's special move, seen in the boss battle against Dark Pit in Chapter 6. So that's that. It seems that these leaks are undeniably true at this point. But before I end this off, I want to know, what do you think about Dark Pit being a playable character? Are you against another potential clone? Personally, although I think clones are a bit of a shame to be added to the roster, Dark Pit would be a clone I would play as because I like Kid Icarus so much. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Leave your opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.